Hey guys, last year I showed you something I'd seen that was a little bit different, and basically we painted a crankbait with a skirt on it, with a rubber skirt. I can show you, I'll put a link in the description to take you back to show you exactly how we did this. But this one I had in an S-crank style, kind of the light colors. Today I thought we'd take a DT6 style, and I'm looking for something that's just a little bit darker. And we'll put some wings on this one too. Stick with me. All right, here we go. Createx opaque white. Get that first base coat on. That'll have that. We'll clean up. We'll move on. All right, guys, here we go. As I said, my last one I did with the wings had the light colors to it. I wanted something a little bit darker this time around, so that's what we're going to shoot for here. We're going to start out Createx transparent red, and that's what we're going to shoot for the belly. And that's it. Just the belly and the light red like that. All right. Let me clean up and we'll move on. Alright, now we're ready to work on the sides, and of course with our little wings on here, kind of makes it a little more to work around it. We're going to go Createx Pearlized Lime. That'll be our sides. I went ahead, I'm on the back, that's okay, I'm putting a darker color on the back, so it'll cover that. The key is get around those wings good. Alright, and if you notice, yeah, I didn't touch the head. We're going to do something different there yet again. Alright, let me clean this out and we'll move on. Now, we're going to go right down the back. We're going to go Pearlized Createx Pearl Green. Pearl Green down the back. I'm starting at the back and working up this time around. And I did that mainly because, as you see, I left the head alone again. Alright, because we're not going to do that green. Let me clean this up. I got one more color to add to it. Alright, now we're ready for the head. You know what I love about painting your own lures is that you can do anything you want and there's nobody around to tell you you're wrong. So, I had it all set up. Here was my idea. Red, lime, dark green, opaque black head. That's what I was going to do. And while cleaning the gun out after the last color, I decided, no, I changed my mind. Pearlized plum. We're going to put a pearlized plum head on it instead of black. Last minute decision. It's my lure, so I can do what I want. Mostly up here, so we don't get too far back. That's gaudy. That's just flat out gaudy right there. Alright, I like that. I'm glad I did that instead of the black. Now, I'm going to let it dry, we get the eyes, we'll get the tape off the wings, and the important part comes sealing it up with our top coat. Alright guys, we're going to put the top coat on. Hey, I went with just some silver eyes. I thought about the red ones for a minute. I really like the red. But I thought, you know what? I don't know if the red on the purple is going to be that well. And I thought, there's a lot of color in this thing already. Let's just go with some nice silver eyes. We'll call that good. Now, probably seen me put on top coat a few times, but these are a little special because here we got the wings. So we're going to get right up to them, and we're going to have to work around them, and then we're going to have to really get down into it. Alright, and I'll show you that. I've left the tape on them. Because if we don't, they'll fold over and they'll get into the top coat, and you don't want that. So you got to leave the tape on to begin with until you get that, let it dry. Otherwise, your wings will stick to the side of your lure. And that isn't going to work too well, is it? And you can get plenty around the base of the wing where it goes into the lure. And now let me go around and make sure I got the whole thing. Give it a good look over. And a little bit towards the tail here on this. There we go. All right. Now comes the important part. Now we're going to take a toothpick. Just put the toothpick in there and start trying to get it down inside. You literally can put it in there and try to shove it. There you go. I pushed it right down in through. You can see it's holding it in. You push it down in there. You can push it down inside the body too. Around that edge. Get it down in there. Really work it in, because we really need to get that sealed up. Look at that, I went right through it. This side's a little looser. You can see I went right through there. And that's what you want to do. You're going to go right through there. You can go down inside with it. But get it down in for the body, because this is where we need to seal this up. Plenty on. Look at how I stick that in there. All right. That's what will get this down inside. And that's what will get this to work. Now you'll have extra on here. Don't worry. The skirt material is soft enough. We should be able to flake it off and chip some of it off later when we get there. Got a piece of skirt hanging out there. There we go. Get that over there. Now, got a short piece of skirt material. I don't want that thing stick it over there. Get it, stick it over here. All right, I think I got that pretty much through. Get my brush back. Smooth it out a little if it needs to. After that. This is when you really want to give yourself plenty of time with this. I warm this up in hot water to get it thin, to give me an ample opportunity to be able to do this. All right, that's it. We're going to hang it up. Let's see if I got a wire to put on it here. Yeah, I got one here. Use this for something else, but it'll work. Bend that over, hang a wire in here. Let that hang down. We'll hang it up. Then later, we'll take that off, move around the edges a little bit. We'll see how we stand with everything. Well, there we go, guys. There's my crankbait with a rubber skirt, or as I like to say, the crankbait with wings. Again, down in the description, I'll leave a link to the video where I showed how I put that rubber skirt through the lure. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you again real soon.